But we're going to start in the theater of our mind because, of course, you find yourself in an inn, as we do. But before we get to the inn, let me tell you a tiny bit about the town we're in, and you can make up a reason for your character to be there. So, we are in a village called Have Hollow, which is just a small village conveniently placed along a main thoroughfare. So, it is. Let's see. I have a bunch of information here, but I don't know which information I need. Yeah, so the inn is in a small village along a major pathway between the capital of the local area and some other important landmark, which I can't find right now in my adventure notes. So introduce your character and tell us why you're in the inn tonight. Start on the left of these character tokens with Joe.
So it's sort of like a glorified rest stop. I was just on my way from one big city with lots of people to rob from to another big city with lots of people to rob from. And I stopped here for the night.
Why would you want to be robbing people?
I can't imagine, but maybe that's just what I do for a living.
All right. Tell us your name. Describe yourself just a little bit.
Oh, I'm Josephine, but people just call me Joe. And what would you like to know? How cute I am? I'm adorable.
Are you human?
That's questionable.
I am.
Adorable is the right amount of cute.
Yes, I'm a human.
All right, Hoyd.
Hoyd is also just passing through town, but he decided to stop for a few days and perform at this lovely inn. So he has been given a bed in the corner somewhere, and they feed him, and he performs nightly for a couple hours, and it's fantastic. I am a young man of average height and far above average attractiveness. And I entertain the folks in this bar mostly by playing my flute and telling tales, but I also juggle and do some like little magic-y things, and it's good times.
All right, Maln.
I am basically just constantly in search of people who can compete with me intellectually. So that's just pretty much what I travel around doing, trying to find people who are actually smarter than me, who can teach me things.
Maln, will you roll a knowledge, history, intellect, skill check?
Yeah, as soon as I learn where all these buttons are.
You can just type into the chat in Roll20 /r space 1d, however many sides you want your dice to have, plus number that is the modifier.
Yeah, we have to find the modifier in the character sheet.
Did you say history?
History.
Oh, hey, this is probably a roll check button right here, right next to it, huh?
Why are there two numbers?
Because I think they set up all of those macros to, in case you have advantage or disadvantage on it, they just all roll twice.
Okay, so we're just going to
Yeah.
take the first number unless we have advantage or disadvantage.
Right, so the first number is the first one rolled. Yes, that is correct.
Cool. In that case, you are here by a complete coincidence and not for the reason I was going to give you. Roscoe.
I am here in this small village, merely pursuing something new, having lived in the outlands and slowly warming up to larger villages. This is probably one of the largest that I've been to, as small as it is. So I am getting comfortable around people, just shy of 3 feet in height, and pack a mean punch, a little bit of a temper, but hey, you live life to its fullest. And I always wear a helm that is made from owlbear hide and feathers.
Owl bear.
So I look.
Awesome. So I imagine you're scattered about because you probably don't know each other. You may have
Probably
ended
not.
up you may have ended up at the same table by coincidence, but are quite likely scattered about in this inn. You have few complaints this night as you rest in the common room of the Crooked Crow Inn. While winter has passed, the night air carries enough of a chill to make a hearth a welcome sight. The village of Have Hollow is typical for this part of the realm. Most livelihoods are made from farming and livestock, with a few merchants and the inn catering to travelers along the King's Road. You are surrounded by good folk who know that hard work is what's needed to make it through the harsh times. As you finish your meal, you notice a raven-haired woman walk to the front of the common room with a lyre in hand. She plucks a few practice chords, then breaks out into song. Seasons come and go, moons wax and wane, time seems to slow to the spirit of Have Hollow. One is the spirit of Astabar, a mage who traveled wide and far, a collector of items and magic lore, seeker of secrets from times of yore. For Astabar, a dragon was an easier foe than defeating his own pride and ego. Certain he was greater than any magic force, he set to unraveling the eldritch source of a wand most strange and chaos bound, that the mind of the mage it did confound. Astabar would not be denied. With all his power, he'd turn the tide against the wand that refused to break, even if wisdom he did forsake. Upon the wand he cast all his might, eldritch light dancing in the night, and the wand's power was unleashed. Its chaos and fury was released. Power beyond his control, the wand consumed the manor whole. Sheathed in radiant eternal fire, Astabar was consumed on the ethereal pyre. Seasons come and go, moons wax and wane, time seems so slow to the spirits of Have Hollow. I did not write the song.
That
I
was the
downloaded
worst
this
melody of a
adventure.
song ever.
Yeah, wasn't it great? And the meter and rhyming were also supremely executed.
Boo!
Um,
I'm not leaving her any tip.
I'm sure that if we set it to
Put
music,
Roscoe back on.
After seeing several people just wandering up to the front, I pull my drum out and wander up to the stage.
my turn. On your way to the stage, you and especially Hoyd, who is surprised to be competing for attention at this inn, looks around to see how much attention is being given to this other bard, and it looks very much like no one else noticed her.
As I suspected. It's not much
Wait.
of a competition.
Is she attractive?
She looks like this guy that doesn't have a name and is the fifth person on your sheet. Yeah, she's cute.
And 8-bit.
Then I noticed her.
I'm going to approach her and ask her if she would like to come and sit at my table. Maybe I can give her some tips.
All right. You do that, and as you do, she signals. She very quickly picks out the other three of you from the crowd as being the only people who heard her sing. And
People who were drunk enough to pay attention.
We looked around the room and looked for all the faces that were like,
I'm pretty sure I heard something and was like, wait, is that how this works? And I immediately dug out my drum and was like anxiously waiting my turn.
It's open mic night at the inn.
She beckons each of you to the table where she sits down with Hoyd. And I guess it's Roscoe. It'll be up to you whether you join her or go start playing your drum.
I might just play my drum over to the table.
All right. On your way, one of the patrons tosses you a copper.
Yay, copper.
The rest of them toss you dirty glances and look back at their drinks.
I almost want to throw my copper at them. I do.
I'm getting a lot of interference
Throw it
in my
back.
headphones. Having a hard time hearing people. Let me see if I can adjust my position. Oh, now I'm sitting right in front of the dice. That's no good. All right. So, as she approaches the table, she says, "Somebody must have put Otyugh spit in their wine," and she laughs. Not that I'm surprised. The story of Astabar is not a popular tale in these parts.
And frankly,
Maybe you
my
just
dear,
need a new melody.
you didn't. Did you write that song yourself?
I did. My name is Ravana Greywire, and the tale of Astabar is true. His manor is just an hour's walk north of the village, and had been abandoned for many years. Fortune and magic await those bold enough to risk it. I plan on heading there in the morning. Perhaps you'd be interested in joining me.
Yeah, that actually sounds like fun. But first, I think we should talk about your songwriting. I feel like I
Okay.
can help.
Sure. But I mean, we can't change the story, because it's a true tale of fortune and greed.
It isn't the subject matter that was the problem. It was, the total lack of melody.
Hey, maybe before you start offering to fix things, maybe you should prove that you have any skills.
Roscoe begins to pound his drum in agreement.
Hey Roscoe.
He only speaks through drum.
Hey,
My father talks to me through nature.
I guess I don't actually know your name, but hey, Shorty, you want to join me on stage? I can back up.
You could use some backup. And I will follow you up on stage.
Then I'm gonna, I don't know, bust out my flute and drum. It's a classic duet.
Oh, great. The drum flute duet begins. Give me a performance skill check, gentlemen.
Boom! Crit!
Well, Ravana is impressed, as is the rest of the common room.
I've got mad flute skills.
You do have mad flute skills. The patrons in the inn toss a couple of coins at the stage. Probably a total of 4 silver in various denominations rolls at your feet from these simple folk.
Thank you. I'll be here, well, I'd say all week, but depends on whether or not I survive tomorrow.
All right, so Ravana, when you get back to the table, says, "You are quite a skilled entertainer. I wish that I had as much talent as you do. But to me, what's more important is just attracting attention to the tale of Astabar, because there's a terrible secret inside that place, and I need your help to uncover it. And I can't do it alone. So I travel to the local inns, and I try to recruit adventuring types to go with me with my song. Can I have your help tomorrow?"
I've got nothing else going on.
It's out of this. It's out of the town, right?
It's about an hour outside of town.
You think we'll be back in time? I'm supposed to play at 8 every night to keep my bed.
Sleep outside.
That's really not my favorite.
We should be able to retrieve what I need in a single day. It is a dangerous place, though, so I can't offer you a guarantee that you'll be back. But if you're not back, you probably won't be in a state that you need a bed.
Ah, fair enough. Super
That sounds
reassuring.
tempting.
The risk,
Raven. Can I
my
call you
friends,
Raven?
Ravana, yes.
But can I call you Raven?
Sure.
Okay. I'll go.
Excellent. I'm sure that as adventurers, you are familiar with balancing risk and reward. And while the risk is high, the rewards that potentially exist inside this manor are also quite impressive. Astabar collected a lot of magical artifacts and even some magical creatures.
Like puppies?
Maybe. I don't have all of those details. But he was involved in a lot of research and a lot of experimentation with the magical arts. And certainly, the artifacts left in his manor would be worth a fortune.
So, you pointing at Useless's character. What's your name? I forgot.
Mulm.
You look like a magical type.
Yes,
You ever heard of
that
this
is
place?
very astute.
I think the cloak gave it away.
It's the pointy hat, you know. Have you ever heard of this place?
Can I make a check on that?
I think you already did.
This
think
is
you're
what our
right.
history check was for
Is that
previously,
what the check was?
but
Nope.
with the additional reminders that you've gotten from Ravana, you can make another check with advantage. Roll another one for the advantage. Advantage means you roll the check twice, and we take the higher score.
Right.
We're going to call that good enough. Astabar was a powerful wizard, hasn't been seen in about 20 years, and you just now connect through the haze of alcohol that Have Hollow and the Legend of Astabar are the same place. You hadn't put that together until this moment. But you have heard of, especially wizards, going to try and find his research. This has been a spot that adventurers have sought out.
Well, cool.
So we're leaving right now, right?
I assume in the morning?
Well, let's go now.
Yeah. Why wait?
I've been up all day. It's like dark and stuff.
Are you afraid of the dark?
I'm not afraid of the dark, but, you know, if I had my druthers, I'd rather walk through the forest in the daytime.
Because
I
you're
don't think
afraid
that
of the
makes
dark, aren't you? That's so cute.
Ravana suggests I would be perfectly excited to leave now, but I do understand that adventuring takes some preparation and time.
You live off what you catch and kill.
Yeah, in the daytime. Let's, you know, I like it when it's sunny.
Oh, that's adorable.
Well,
I get up and move away from Hoyd and go sit next to Joe.
I'm not afraid of the dark. I mean,
Okay.
not like
It's
really,
okay. It's
not
okay.
anymore.
I won't tell anyone.
Not the dark, just the monsters in the dark.
Right. It's kind of like I'm not afraid of falling. It's the sudden stop at the end. You know, same kind of thought.
So, Raven, Ravana, whatever your name is.
Yes?
What's your relationship to this wizard guy?
I don't have a relationship to the wizard. I have a relationship to one of the magical artifacts that I need to recover.
What is it?
I will tell you more details tomorrow. Perhaps on the road.
Sounded like a
Pretty eager to get us moving before you give us the rest of the details, huh?
I don't know what it is. I don't have specific information, but I know there's a terrible secret, and I am drawn to the manor.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, well, I'll hit you guys up in the morning. If you just draw me a little map, I'll find you. It's good. I've still gotta do my show, the rest of my show tonight. You know, I've got like obligations and stuff.
How about this?
Why don't you
How about
all rest?
We play a little card game, and if I win, we go now, and if you win, we stick around.
I'm not sure that I see the wisdom in going to fight whatever like Satan monsters this wizard has summoned in his tower.
I'm gonna tug on Joe's sleeve and say, "Let him go to sleep, and then we'll sneak in his room, and I'll bring my drum."
I'm just saying, like, you know, by the time we get there, I will have been awake for like 16 hours or something. I'm gonna be getting tired and.
All right, complainer. Ravana says, we would be better off at full strength. If leaving now means that we leave Hoyd in the inn, I think that is an unwise choice.
Well, I'll
He's
come
just
if,
a bard.
if
I
ev-
mean, oh.
if
She sets her lute down with a thunk.
I mean,
if
we
if
can
everybody
stay the
if
night. That's
everybody-
fine.
if everybody is like super set on leaving in the middle of the night, I can make arrangements with the innkeeper and we can go. I just
Can you
seems
make
silly to
arrangements
me.
with the innkeeper to get us all rooms?
Maybe.
Okay.
I can certainly try. Is this a money issue? Is that what's going on, Joe?
I don't know what you're talking about. What money issue? There's no
I-
money issue.
I
I
can-
just, I would rather you pay for my room than I pay for my room. If you think that's an issue, then I guess it's an issue.
Yeah, it's not an issue, and I'm not scared of the dark. So let's go. Why don't you give me a minute, and I will talk with the innkeeper and see if I can make some arrangements to get everybody rooms for the night, and maybe a nice meal, and then we can head out first thing in the morning.
Okay.
Okay.
So I assume at this point that I've like been here for a couple days performing.
Sure.
So I'm gonna go find the innkeeper and have a little chat with him and see what, if I stick around for a certain amount of time, like what I need to do to score some extra free rooms for my new traveling companions.
As you approach the innkeeper, he's humming one of the musical themes from your recent performance.
It was awesome.
And when you catch his eye, he looks very excited. And he says, "Is this finally the rest of your performing troupe that's arrived at the inn tonight?"
No, not the rest of them though. I am considering keeping the drummer on. He was all right. These are some new friends that I've made.
Roscoe, still not understanding social convention, throws one of the silver pieces that he earned at the innkeeper and Hoyd, thinking that pays for his room.
Ow! What? Why? Oh, money's money, I guess. Picks it up off the ground. What's the silver for, small friend?
Isn't that how you pay for things?
Yes, what thing are you paying for?
A room?
Okay. He pockets the coin. A room it is.
So I was hoping that we could make arrangements. I have some business here in town. I'm going to be here for a little while. I was hoping that I could talk you into another room for my friends. We can.
Well, the two of you who have your rooms on the house, well, not on the house as much as for the cost of your performance. And I
Right.
suppose the silver coin that was just lobbed at my temple will cover the other two rooms.
Well, that'll do. So we'd also like some meals both this evening and in the morning. We'll be heading out pretty early. We can have that ready to go.
Certainly, we'll have that ready to go.
All right, perfect. And I should be back in time for tomorrow night's performance.
Oh, excellent. Do play that flute song again.
It was good, right?
It was. I can still hear it in my brain.
There's a story that goes with that song. It'll just blow your mind. Well, that'll be the plan for tomorrow.
Great. Yes. Do be well rested so that your performance tomorrow night can be excellent. I will put up some advertisements around town.
All right, and say a little prayer to whatever god you worship that I don't die.
Okay.
We've got a thing tomorrow. There's some risk of that. It's not a big deal. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yes. Good night, strange bard.
Boyd the oversharer.
Would you like any extra torches for your room? I heard that you might be.
I'm not actually afraid of the dark. Okay? It's just like the forest in the night. It's just. Yeah.
I'll send the extra torch up, sir.
Thank you.
Good. In the morning, you eat a hearty breakfast, and Ravana finds you in the common room of the inn and leads you an hour north through the forest. Through the picket line of trees to the north.
Raven,
Yes.
you were going to tell us about some artifact thing while we were walking.
She's clueless.
I told
Did
you that I didn't know what it was. That I
So
just
how
feel
do you
drawn
know
to
when
the
you find
place.
it?
I'll know. I know that I'll know.
Okay. You know what? Trust your gut. That's a good idea. I like that.
Yeah, except when it comes to your songwriting, I think you should probably put more thought than just your gut into that. We'll talk about it later. Nope.
Hoyt, in the future, I'll trust your gut with my songwriting.
Yeah, that's right.
Through the picket line of trees to the north,
Just don't trust him at night.
you see a 3-story manor house set behind a stone wall 7 feet in height. The building looks as if it has been abandoned for some time. The grounds are overgrown and a leafy blanket of vines covers much of the stonework.
Nice.
Other than a murder of crows nesting on the roof, you see no signs of life. The rusted iron gate stands partially open. Amazingly, the grass and weeds beyond the gate have grown almost to the height of the wall itself, turning the interior courtyard into a labyrinth of vegetation.
Nice place you got here.
Taking the axe off my back, I slip through the rails of the gating without opening the gate any further,
Okay?
and I was like, "Come on, guys,
I'm
got a
following
path
him.
to cut." I start swinging my axe back and forth, cutting vegetation.
Okay, as you reach the south wall of the building, you see a set of double doors. Let's put up a map of those double doors. Can I select many
I
people?
love
I
maps.
can! Yay! We'll copy you onto this map. Maybe? There you are. I bet you can't see yourself in the fog of war here.
I can't
You
see
also-
the map.
You also need to change which map your players are.
Oh, I need to move you guys to the map. Right.
Yeah.
Bad at Roll20. Here we go. This is the first floor of the 3-story building.
Now we can't see
And-
ourselves through the fog of war.
Now you can't see yourselves through the fog of war. Let me reveal some area.
So as we approach the building, I'll limber my short sword in its scabbard and put a bolt in my hand crossbow. I'm all ready to go.
Okay. Now you can see the double door at the front of the building.
What are you doing?
Knocking.
Joe. Oh.
The ornate double doors are free of the vines that cover the rest of the building. There are dozens of runes burned into the wood of the doors. You nervously ponder the thought that this could indicate the entrance is magically trapped or protected. Set out in front... Whoop, that's not page 2. There we go. Sometimes. Did I not
Friend. Did the doors open?
put... No.
You have to say it in Elvish.
Oh, crap. I don't speak Elvish. I speak Halfling.
It still didn't work. Hey, wizardy dude, I forgot your name again. I'm sorry, I'm really not good with names. Can you... Malm. Hey, yeah. So can you tell me anything about the runes on this door?
You have just begun to examine the symbols when a loud, foreboding snort draws your attention back toward the courtyard entrance. Through the path you made in the tall grass, you see a massive black rhinoceros. The beast paws at the ground with its powerful hoof as it tosses its head from side to side, displaying a lethal 3-foot-long horn.
Holy crap! I've never seen a rhinoceros in real life.
Yeah, I thought they were like going extinct or something.
That horn is as tall as I am. I want it.
I want it.
What are the chances that we could domesticate this rhinoceros and I can use it for a mount? Because that would be awesome.
The rhinoceros pounds the ground with its hoof. The
Alright.
rhinoceri have hooves.
Roll your handle animal.
It snorts and waves its horn back and forth.
I do this thing and try to meow, and try to get it to lay down.
It bucks more wildly and stamps a bit harder.
And then I roll
I'm
initiative.
gonna get my bow out, just just in case. His handle animal check fails.
I'm gonna
alright.
turn around and kind of scoot the halfling in front of where I'm standing.
The beast is
You
unnaturally
didn't have-
massive.
You didn't have to. He's already getting ready to charge.
And where you expect to see a thick, toughened hide, it almost looks like hardened stone scales.
Oh,
Oh,
The-
awesome.
The horn shines with uncanny sharpness.
shoot for the eyes?
How about the wizard works on opening this door and we just leave the rhino out here?
That's a great idea. Who can say friend in Elvish?
The rhino charges. Roll some initiative.
I would like to jump out of the way and let him at this door.
The only way to go that is out of the way is through the door.
I can't like leap off to the side?
You can leap off to through the door. There are vines and overgrown vegetation to the sides. You're not sure you'll get very far.
I can't get through them.
I have
Okay.
rolled 2 d20s so far. One of them was a crit, one of them was a 1.
That's strong work. So how do I set up turn orders? Oh, look.
Yeah, and then you have to like add each token to the turn order, I believe.
Why?
Unless you hit.
Oh, if I
button
actually
in the
click the
character
init-
sheet,
If I actually click the initiative button, then it will load me
it'll
right in
auto
there.
populate.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I already
Oh,
have
how do you do
Joe
that?
and Roscoe in the list somehow.
I have to select.
Mine's not appearing in the list.
That's
But
weird.
So
if
you have to. You
I'll
have to
roll it from my thing.
select your token. And
Oh, I
then
have
roll
to?
initiative. Did that work?
I
Yes,
have.
you still
Hoyd.
don't have a name.
Hey, you got the same roll for initiative.
Good, I wasn't cheating.
I have Joe in the list
I
twice. I'm going to take the first one out.
Oh, it's because I cheated the first time. That was... My initiative should actually be 4. I added too many the first time.
It's okay. Can I sort
You're
this
still
list?
Yeah, I still suck. Real bad.
Okay, I see what it's doing. Let me sort descending. Roscoe, what would you like to do? It's your turn.
I charge forward. How far away is this distance?
To the rhino or to the door?
To the rhino. I'm at the door.
Yeah, the rhino's about 20 feet off. And beginning to propel itself in your direction.
Okay. Being a small character, I am going to charge forward and slide underneath the rhino so I get behind him. Small characters can move through
Yep.
occupied spaces of... And so then from behind, I will take a swing at the rhinoceros.
Take your swing, sir.
And I believe I will do so while raging.
Excellent.
Why not? Alright. Attacks. Weapon. Attack!
So we're taking the first roll unless we have advantage, right?
Yeah.
So a 15 glances harmlessly off of its thick skin. Muln, what would you like to do?
Firebolt.
All right. Show me a firebolt.
Okay, we'll see if I can use these right.
So firebolt does have an attack versus AC? Is that what I'm
Yes.
to understand? 12 does not get through its AC.
All right.
It shrugs
I
off
would
your
like
fire.
to move over to the side a little bit so I'm optimally out of the path.
The vegetation is going to limit your movement to 10 feet because it is very thick vegetation.
Okay.
Joe,
I'm gonna knock on the door and
The-
try the knob. See if it opens.
the door opens.
Stranger things happens. Awesome. I'm going in.
Make a dexterity saving throw against the charging rhinoceros.
Okie dokie.
You may have advantage on the saving throw. You are inside the building. Let's reveal some area. You can move yourself up to 15 feet inside the building, wherever you'd like to be.
Walk, move. Yoink.
Hoyd,
So is there like a rhino in the doorway now?
yes. I mean, it's approaching. It hasn't been the rhino's turn yet. But we're just going to do the saving throws on the moves first.
Okay.
And then if you don't make the saving throw, it will catch you with its trample.
Awesome. I am going to just step back into the underbrush a little bit and shoot my crossbow at the rhino.
Okay. So step up to 10 feet and roll the attack.
Sometimes my dog gets randomly very upset about nothing.
Me too.
It's a
I got it.
miss.
Okay. And that will be all. Now I'm going to go see what's wrong with my dog. I'll be right back.
When it finally comes around to Ravana's turn, she says, "Run, you fools." She wishes she could have said that earlier. And she dodges inside the building. And the rhino arrives with sweet hot trampling action. If you are outside, roll a dexterity saving throw.
Would I do that if I'm on its back end?
Oh, I guess you ran behind it, so you don't need to roll one. That is true. So Hoyt and Malm, roll a dexterity saving throw.
It leaves my threat range. Can I take an opportunity action?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Malm, you can make it inside the door with that save if you would like.
I still miss.
You miss.
Yeah. I'll head inside.
Okay, stick your token anywhere inside the door that you'd like to be.
Can I just make it in wherever?
You can go like
That seems like
10 feet
a little
through the door.
further. So like up to here.
That's 5. So like one more square in any direction is fine. Yep. Let's see. Hoyd is tending to his puppy.
I'm back.
Okay, roll a dexterity saving throw or be trampled.
But I'm like hiding in the grass and stuff.
The
Dexterity
rhinoceros is
saving-
extraordinarily large and very tramply.
Oh, okay. Dexterity saving throw. Sorry, let me. I have one of those. A dexterity saving throw.
Put yourself within 10 feet of the door on the inside as you duck inside from the rhino.
Okay.
Roscoe, you better hurry.
Roscoe, you
Everyone
notice
Notice everyone else going inside.
everyone else goes inside, and you notice that the rhino seems to hit an invisible wall of force at the open doorway.
So I will use a double move, and since I can move through its occupied space, enter the front.
Roscoe
Slid
comes
under it,
running
He's gonna slide under it again.
and dives and slides feet first underneath the rhino's legs, praying that the invisible wall that stops the rhino doesn't stop him, and he slides into the entry foyer of the building.
Shut the door! Shut the door! Shut
The
the door!
doors swing shut behind him, as if by magic, and you have entered the first floor of the building.
I weirdly don't feel safer.
Well, you should feel slightly safer because there's not a giant rhinoceros in your current hallway. So that's a thing.
Yeah, I'm not used to doors shutting themselves.
You could believe that it was the motion from Roscoe if you wanted to believe that. I've revealed more of the map. You can see several doorways down a long hall and a set of
Some
stairs.
stairs.
As you step into the foyer, the main hallway is on the first floor directly in front of you. There's a closed door to your left and a stairwell to your right leading to the second floor. Your attention is immediately drawn to the doorway beneath the stairs. From the second you stepped foot into the house, something began knocking on the other side of the door. Boom, boom, boom. The steady banging
Ominous
shows
knocking.
no sign of stopping. I wouldn't call it ominous, but it's steady.
Hello.
Can I match the steadiness with a drum on my side?
Can we get some
Absolutely.
syncopation?
It is certainly steady enough for you to do that.
I resist the temptation to pull out my flute and play a jaunty tune.
Roll a temptation resistance
Roll a
check.
constitution check.
No.
Hello.
So-
Hello.
There is no answer to your call.
I'm gonna knock back.
The knocking does not change.
Where,
I don't
where's
think we
the
should
sound?
go in there.
Where's the
You
sound
guys stay
coming
here.
from?
I'll go in
The
there.
the doorway
Under
right
the
next to
stairs.
Joe, under the stairs.
It's Harry Potter.
Oh, okay.
He's trying to get out.
It's Harry.
Yeah, I think we should let him out.
Okay,
He's a wizard.
I'm gonna point my loaded crossbow at the door there and say, "Okay, Joe, open the door."
Okay, I have my dagger in my one hand and my door opener in my other hand. Here I go.
Axe to the ready.
The door opens
Whipping that
easily
door open. Oh, hey.
for about 6 inches, at which point it is yanked out of your grip and slammed shut.
What? Why would you knock if you don't want to come out?
The knocking resumes. Hi, little Nog.
Hey, dude, are you okay in there?
There is no answer.
Are you a dude? Is that a thing that's happening?
There is still
I
no
didn't
answer.
see it. I just saw a hand.
Let's get something to put in the way as we open it again.
Raven, Ravana, whatever your name is.
Yes?
Is this thing you're looking for a person or a object?
Animal or mineral?
It's a secret. I'm not sure what form the secret will take. But this doesn't feel right. I don't think that the person behind this door is the thing I'm looking for.
Oh, let's try another door then.
Well, what if the thing behind there is not a kind little lost boy, but rather something that is just waiting its opportunity to come and murder us? I think maybe leaving that to our backs is not a great idea.
Well, I could maybe lock
you
it
think-
or
you-
rig a trap or something.
Now that's thinking.
Ravana agrees that whatever it is should be dealt with. And
How about we just take your flute and jam it here under the door, and then it won't be able to open it?
I like my flute.
Okay. What else? What else do we have handy?
It's
Yeah.
paying for your room.
I had some extra light coming in through a window, so my chroma key got messed up, but we're back.
How well fitted is the door? Like, would a crossbow bolt be of sufficient girth to jam it shut?
You could try it. I mean, it seems 20 years ago it was a reasonably well-built manor.
Use this, and I'll pull one of the 4 big javelins off of my back.
Ooh, stabby.
The floor is too smooth for the javelin to really find purchase trying to wedge the door.
Are the stairs wooden?
Yes.
So if we
Cram it
wedged
in the door jam.
yeah, if we wedged it into one of the other sides of the door, as opposed, like, not against the floor, but against the door jam.
The incessant pounding makes it difficult to think. Yes, that would probably work. It's becoming very distracting and loud now.
Or, how about we try this? I probably have to actually be able to see it. Why don't you open the door again, and I will have a spell readied to try to stop whatever is in there from banging, because that noise is really annoying.
Wait, if we're able to open up from this side, why don't we just pull the hinges off of the right side of the door, or whatever side of the door?
And just let it fall open.
Yeah, just pull the whole door down?
Just pull the
Like,
whole door off.
Okay.
You spend some time working on the
Start
hinges,
working on the hinges.
and you're able to knock the pins out.
Okay.
What if we still
ready?
wanted a door to be available to close it if we wanted to?
we can
We'll
put
just
it
use
back
it
on.
as a shield.
We just wouldn't be able to do so very quickly.
You turn the
Okay.
knob to unlatch the other side of the door, so now it should
Uh-huh.
just be standing free in the frame,
Yep.
and the door does not fall down.
What?
You jiggle it a little, and something on the other side is holding it in place. You can make a strength check to
Okay.
pull the door down if you would
Yep.
like.
I'm guessing that's you, Shorty.
What it?
Well, I
yeah,
think
I
I'm
was
holding
just
the
gonna
doorknob.
say
I'll try it first.
I was just gonna say take the axe to the doorknob so the doorknob falls off on the other side. They hit their butt. We open the door, and they're prone.
Okay, I'm going to get out of the way for that.
So wait, you're axing the door to fall down?
Yeah.
Not the.
No, axing
the
the
door.
doorknob
Sure.
Hoping
so
that-
that our end of the doorknob breaks off and hopefully the other end gets pulled through
Oh yeah.
because it's being held tight with so much force.
Yep.
And then we can just pull the door down.
Okay.
So I will do so with my axe.
The doorknob comes off easily. You hear a thud as you think probably the other side of the doorknob hits the wall behind it.
Get it.
And Joe quickly opens the door.
The door does not
Okay.
budge. Make
Ow.
a strength check.
Is that a skill?
It's just an unmodified check. I think that down at the bottom of the skills list in the character sheet, there are unskilled stir check. That's the option.
Oh, I didn't see that. I can try it from there.
Yeah, not a save.
I don't know what I rolled.
A check.
If you're not proficient with the save, then it would be it amounts
be
to
the
the
same.
same dice. But
You're able to get the hinge side of the door twisted out slightly, and you think that the next person to try, or your next attempt, you'll have a better grip.
Can I get a hand over here?
yeah, go Shorty, go help her.
Okay, I will go. The save is the same as a check, right?
No, because you're proficient with strength saves, right? So you're probably not. It should just be an unskilled check.
How
Okay.
about burning? I like Malden's idea. Let's just burn it down.
Yep, no.
Flick rams the door with all his might. It wiggles a bit in place, but does not give way.
I vote for fire.
Sure, we could do fire.
The wood was stairs, or the stairs were wooden too, though, right?
Yeah, as are the walls near the door.
Yeah, I don't think fire's the right idea.
We have a problem with burning down the entire house just to get through one
Yeah, I
door.
was thinking that the house maybe.
I
Might not just all be
understand that
wood.
Hoyd doesn't like the dark, but I don't think a giant flaming home is the right solution.
However, just a thought. If what we're looking for is some kind of artifact, it will probably be sufficiently powerful to not burn. We could just burn the whole place down, wait for it to burn, and sift through the ashes.
I would be less willing to do that, as if we find any books or scrolls, I would certainly like to take a look at them,
Wow.
and they may be less
Less fire resistance.
resistant than artifacts.
I'm gonna struggle with this door again.
Okay, well, I'll come help. Physical prowess is not exactly my forte, but I'll come tug on you also.
Wow, those rolls.
Boom, 17.
Tiankum taps Roscoe on the shoulder and says, take a step to the left. And after much struggle and pulling against what feels like, I mean, it has the same sort of give you would expect if another person were holding the other side. He manages to wrench it free. And behind the door, you see an empty room.
Oh, it's a ghost. See, this is why I'm afraid of the dark, guys.
No one give him a torch.
You know
There
it's a
is-
ghost in there.
A human skull sitting on the floor.
It's totally a ghost.
And on closer inspection, you see the symbol shown. Hopefully, I clicked the show to players button and that worked. Are you guys able to see that symbol?
No.
Where would it be?
I'm going to put it in your journals. Maybe.
Ooh.
As a handout? Is that
It's a
thing?
handout.
No, I still don't have it.
Save changes. Check your journals
Okay.
now.
Hey, mysterious symbol. It's clearly
Interesting.
someone designing a satellite dish.
An Arcana or Religion check seems appropriate.
I don't think that I yet have my random I'm a bard so I know things skill at first level.
Correct.
So I don't
And-
have either of those.
I do have Arcana proficiency.
All right, hit us up. You recognize this symbol immediately as the symbol for the waxing crescent moon.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what that looks like.
That is totally the waxing crescent moon.
Let's.
that
We're
like-
starting to get.
Which is waxing and which is waning. I never remember if it's coming or going.
Waxing is
is-
getting bigger.
Coming.
Ah.
Yeah.
We're about an hour into the stream, so let's take a short break. I need a drink, and if you guys could give a quick recap to our viewers about what is going on so far, while I'm up getting some water, that would be great.
Sure
Who
thing.
wants to recap?
I can
That's
recap a little of the inn.
Recap. I'm gonna get a drink of water.